Hmm. 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 So what's the next video idea, So, oh yeah, there was that new Schleich stuff that's coming out, but Noam already made a video on that. I guess there was those new Mattel images that got shown off, but like everybody and their mom's already seen those. What am I gonna do? I guess I could maybe review that Megaraptor? But I just unboxed it. Everybody's already seen that. It's gonna be unoriginal. Wait, why am I hiding it? You guys have already seen the title. You know which one I picked. So yes, out of those 3 video ideas, I decided to go with the last one, reviewing my Mattel Megaraptor, which if you guys have already seen my unboxing video, you guys would know that this is probably one of my favorite Mattel figures to come out in a little bit. And for good reason, this figure is debatably one of the best looking Mattel figures that's been released in a hot minute. It's got a very, very visually appealing color scheme, the sculpt is really, really good, there's a lot of good things about this figure. Despite me having to pay like 3 times retail price to get the damn thing, I can say that I'm really happy with my purchase. Although I do have a few negatives with the figure, I'm going to go into these 2 positives first because they are definitely the biggest strong points of the entire figure. Probably my favorite thing about this figure is the paint job that it has. It is a blackish blue color with some white stripes along the face, and of course the red, which is the main color of the body. These colors make this figure stand out really well on the shelf next to my Hammond Collection Rex and a few of my other colorful figures. Then of course we go to the sculpt of this figure, which is also really, really good. There's a lot of really nice scale detail in there. The feathers look fantastic. They're debatably some of the best looking feathers on any Mattel figure to date. The feet are a little bit big, but that's about the only issue I have with the sculpt of this guy. Also, the little paleontologist inside of me really likes how this is probably one of the more accurate Mattel figures they've ever released, besides like a few things on how it lacks lips, and there's a few things off with the skull. This is probably one of the more accurate of all the Mattel figures. Now, of course, the figure has some issues, like for example, I talked about it a little bit in the unboxing, the figure cannot really stand that well. And while I love the colors of this figure for sure, I think the colors could have been extended a little bit. Like for example, the black could have been pushed to the tail a little bit more, and the paint on the face too I think could have been extended down the neck a little bit. But down the line I'm probably going to paint the figure up a little bit and customize it to where the tail does have that color that I want and the claws are painted. The last issue I have with the figure is not an issue I have with it overall, this is just on my copy specifically. The teeth are a little bit screwed up. You can see that on one side of the teeth it's very, very sloppy, while on the other side it's a completely different color of paint. Like I said though, this is just an issue with the figure that I have and not them entirely. But really those are all my complaints with the figure, and that's pretty much all I have to say about it as a whole. Without a doubt in my mind, the Mattel Megaraptor is by far my favorite figure that they've released this year. Of course it has its flaws, but I really feel like the goods override them, and overall the figure definitely lived up to the expectations I had. So I believe that's going to be my review of the Mattel Megaraptor. I hope you guys did enjoy, and now we come to a much more burning question: what next?